highly heritable. Heritability is a concept that reports the following. If you have a trait, heritability is asking what proportion of the reason you have that trait can be associated with genetic factors. To oversimplify it and to pervert it a little bit, you might think of it as what proportion of a disease is due to additive genetic factors. Schizophrenia is considered very high on heritability, and my mentor estimated that roughly 83% heritability for schizophrenia. Now, how do you evaluate heritability? What you're looking for is you do twin studies, and you have two kinds of twins, monozygotic and dizygotic. Identical, non-identical, or fraternal. Genetic match, 50% genetic match. What you're looking for is the concordance rate. Concordance is asking when you have a pair and one of the individuals has a trait, what are the chances that the other individual will have that trait? Okay? Now, when it comes to schizophrenia, identical twins, when you have one that has schizophrenia, what are the chances of the other also having schizophrenia? Now, if those twins are identical, that concordance is roughly 50%. So, if your identical twin has schizophrenia, your chances are 50%. Now, how does that compare to the general population? We always say schizophrenia has about a 1% prevalence internationally. 1% of the world has schizophrenia. So your chances are 50 times higher if your genetic match has schizophrenia. Okay, that's strong evidence for genetic component, but we need more data to evaluate heritability. You have to also check the concordance in dizygotic twins. What you're looking for is a large concordance in MZ, monozygotic, and a moderate to low in dizygotic. And that's precisely what you get. In dizygotic twins, when one twin has schizophrenia, there's a 17% chance that the other one will have schizophrenia. And what you see is exactly the pattern you would expect if a condition has a very high genetic component. And that's how we got to 83% heritability. And these are, if this kind of relative has the condition, what are your chances of having it? Now, so schizophrenia is highly genetic. Not entirely, but highly. But genes are not directly causing hallucinations. Yes? Obvious statement? Yep. A gene mutation doesn't cause a particular delusion about the government. So, what are these genes coding for? What are they accounting for? What are they developing that might be related to the actual symptoms that we see? And we're pretty sure that the intermediary is the nervous system. Now, there are two possibilities that there might be, and they could both be right. So it's one or both of these must be going on. Sort of cellular signaling, microscopic changes, and structural brain changes. Now let's get into the evidence for cellular signaling neurotransmitter issues associated with schizophrenia. That's coming up next.